Having made it to Euro 2032, can I guide Liechtenstein to World Cup 2034? Let's find out in our latest episode of the longest running FM series on YouTube. We started 2033 well inside the World Top 100 and up against Lithuania, Slovakia, Czech Republic and Germany in our qualifying group. Now Germany are of course favourites to top the group and are currently ranked 11th in the world. Lithuania on the other hand should provide an easy 6 points. So our chances of qualifying are going to come down to the two halves of the former nation of Czechoslovakia. Czechia are currently ranked 41st and have made it to the Euros a few times, but not the World Cup yet during the time of this save. Slovakia are ranked just slightly lower in 51st and have made it to the World Cup as recently as 2026. By the way, let me know in the comments what is the smallest nation to reach the World Cup in your Football Manager save. We started with a trip to Vilnius to take on Lithuania, and it did not take long for us to open the scoring, Burmester heading in off Brahma's cross. By the 15-minute mark we were 2 up, a fluid passing sequence leading to a goal from youngster Patrick Siebert. As half-time approached we added a third Burmester crossing for Jankovic to head home, and there was time for one more before half-time, Hartmann tapping in this rebound. We eased off a little, perhaps a little too much, in the second half, but a late header from Andreas Corner made sure of an emphatic win. A great start then, but up next, Germany. And this time we would be on the back foot early on as Yusufa Moukoko pounced on 9 and 10 minutes. He would complete his hat-trick in the second half, getting far too much space. An inevitable defeat then. Could we bounce back in a must-win game away to Slovakia? We again started hot, Pascal Olner opening the scoring after just 6 minutes. Slovakia responded swiftly, going on the attack, and Inter Milan's Strelec responding fastest to this rebound off the post. But we went into half-time ahead after Corner headed in this free kick, and in the second half Pascal Olner would get on the score sheet again, placing this effort beyond the keeper's reach. Late drama then ensued as a swift Slovakian counter-attack led to another Strelec goal, and then a free kick in stoppage time, and how clever was that? A huge 4-2 away win. Granted, Germany look untouchable at this early stage, but we are right in the mix with the Czech Republic, whom we would face in the next international window. We enjoyed a summer-friendly win over South Africa, and hope to add more Vaduz talent to the national side, as Thomas Muro gained Liechtenstein citizenship. But it seems he was only after an EU passport. Any hopes of getting goalie Chris Brady to turn out for us also seem over, as he has recently been called up by the USA. Not capped yet though, so...
You're telling me there's a chance.
We should though highlight some of the incredible youngsters we have available. Give it a season or two and we won't need no Chris Brady in goal as Nicholas Hens develops. Andreas Corner at 21 is holding his own at Barcelona, and Patrick Siebert is ready for a breakout season after a successful loan last year at FC Ville. Uwe Wolf also benefited from a loan last year with a series of influential performances at Winterthur. We all know about Hans Brahmer at this point, now at Inter Milan. And then we have Fabian Schreck, currently on loan at Mainz, after tearing it up last season with 16 goals in all competitions on loan at Sion. The future is looking bright. We welcome Czechia to the Rhine Park with this bullet header. A screamer of a free kick from Duda then levelled the scores, but the game would be won by the quick thinking and quick feet of Hans Brahmer for another crucial win. But next we would have to head to Gelsenkirchen. Much like the first game, we would fall behind early on, this time to a goal from the delightfully named regen, Eike von der Bracker. We held tight until half-time, but less than a minute into the second half fell victim to this Wunderstrike. The inevitable third came with 20 minutes to go. We would though grab a consolation as Brahmer again showed his quick thinking to score off his own corner. An inevitable second defeat to Germany then, but what do those results mean for the table? It means we are just behind Czechia, but crucially we have now played Germany twice and the Czechs have only done so once. With a double header of home games coming up next, we have a great chance to seize control of the race for second place. Whilst bearing in mind of course that we will have to improve on Czechia's current position in that ranking table. Lithuania at home was always going to be our easiest game, and so it proved as Hans Brahmer and Fabio Burmester established an early lead. Young Fabian Schreck then entered the international chat, grabbing a quick-fire brace before half-time. Once again we seem seemed to slack off a bit too soon and a bit too easily in the second half. But this time we responded with authority, scoring 4 more with Shrek completing his hat-trick, Hans Brahma completing his brace. In fact, Shrek would get 4. And then a name we haven't heard from yet on this qualification journey to round off the night, Lorenz Krauss, completing an emphatic win. We carried our goal-scoring form into the next game. Slovakia may have nabbed a first-half equaliser to cancel out Tony Block's opener, but we then ran them ragged through Hans Brahma and a quick-fire double from a certain Mr. Fabio Burmester in the second half, and a 5th from veteran Gabriel Ishuk. 13 goals in that international window. Our intentions to grab second place had been made clear, helped in no small measure by the Czechs losing to the Germans. We would face the only team who could take second place off us, Czechia, on the final match day. But we would need a win to stand any chance of snatching one of those second place qualifying spots. In Prague, we had a great chance to open the scoring as young right back Rinner's shot was deflected and just about saved. From the resulting corner, the referee saw a push, and Burmester stepped up for the vital spot kick, sending it straight down the middle. It would not take long for the home side to grab an equaliser, and yet we would be back in the lead by half-time, Brahma playing in Lorenz Krauss. The game would then be settled in 2 action-packed second-half minutes, as first the Czechs equalised, and then we went right up the other end with Pascal Olner playing in Fabian Shrek for a match-winning strike. Now that, of course, guaranteed second place, but would it be enough for qualification? Oh yes it would, as we finished on 18 points, allowing us to pip Hungary to that final European spot at the World Cup. This of course delighted the media and the FA, and helped us reach the dizzying heights of 77th in the world rankings. So a first World Cup for my Liechtenstein side, and who are we going to play in the finals? First, a reminder that this is a converted FM23 save, so the World Cup groups will be in the 3-team format. Not sure why Hakan Yakin's doing the draw, but anyway, we are the only European nation in pot 3. As the teams came out, several groups were ruled out for us, as there could not be 2 European teams drawn together. Indeed, if you have been paying attention to the speedy draw, you may have spotted that there's only one place that we could actually end up. So after watching group after group that we couldn't be drawn in, we eventually found our way to Group H. So there you go, we get Nigeria and Ecuador. Ecuador will be no pushovers, currently ranked 33rd in the world, and having finished a comfortable 4th in South American qualifying. Nigeria, on the other hand, are currently ranked 4th in the world, and have won 4 out of 6 AFCON tournaments since this save began. So let me know in the comments how far you think we will go in the World Cup, and how you rate this young Liechtenstein side overall. Back to FC Vaduz in the next one.